There's seeds that you need to be planting in your life right now to make your life better, right? There's seeds that you need to be planting in your life right now in your 20s and 30s. And one of the first seeds that you got to plant is the seed of discipline and consistency. I'm just going to keep it real with you. I love you. I do. But I don't care what you're going through, bro. I don't care what you're going through. Because you have to understand the power that you have, the power that God has given you to change your life. You can't make excuses. 5, 10, 15 years from now, you could be in a much better position, but you got to play the long game of life. You can't be stuck in this system. You can't be stuck in this box of thinking that this is it for you. This is not it for you. Your 20s and 30s, this is your grinding years. These are the years where you have to build. These are the years where you have to give life your everything. Every single thing that you got to give life the effort, the discipline, the consistency. You got to keep showing up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So again, I don't care what you're going through, because I know that you're going to overcome it. I don't care what you're going through, because I believe in you. And I know that you're going to be greater than whatever the obstacle life puts in your way. You're going to find a way to jump over it. So when I say I don't care what you're going through, I'm not saying that you're not going through tough times. I'm not saying that life isn't hard for you. What I'm saying is you're better than that. What I'm saying is you're more powerful than you think. What I'm saying is you got to give yourself more credit for the life that you're trying to build. What I'm saying is you're amazing. What I'm saying is if you put in effort, you can make it through everything. Same thing and same way how you made it through every single thing in your life to get to where you at right now. So what are we doing? Are we just going to sit around and let time waste? Are we going to sit around and let time pass? Or are we going to lock in? We got to lock in and we got to take off. Just like a rocket, we got to take off. We got to take off. We got goals to reach. We got dreams to reach. And a lot of people, they don't understand that. A lot of people not going to understand why you're going hard. A lot of people not going to understand why you have confidence. A lot of people aren't going to understand why you believe in yourself. A lot of people aren't going to understand why you're taking risks. I'm going to tell you why. Why? You have to take a risk. That's another seed that you have to plant. The seed of risk taking. Yes, it could be a calculated risk. No, you don't have to bet your whole life savings, right? But you need to bet on yourself. The seed that you need to plant is betting on yourself, taking a risk on yourself, taking a risk on your goals and dreams. Right now is the time that you need to do that, because you could afford to do that, right? You in your 20s and 30s. Now is the time to experiment. Now is the time to try. We're not talking about experiments in different wines or experiments in different drugs. We're not on that. We don't do that over here. We're talking about experimenting on your goals, experimenting on your dreams, and experimenting the life that you want. You see what I'm saying? Taking a bet on yourself, taking a risk on yourself, and seeing what you want to accomplish in this world. So a lot of y'all not taking risks. A lot of y'all not taking chances. You got to understand every single successful person in this world had to take a risk on themselves. They had to bet on themselves. They had to go against everything, everybody in their life. They had to go up against the grain, and they had to say, you don't believe in me? That's cool. Watch me do it, because I believe in myself. You need an adversary. You need an enemy. You got to understand the enemy is the people who don't believe in you. You got to understand the enemies is the friends that you have in your life right now that don't want to see you succeed. Let that motivate you. Become the inspiration. Show people what's possible. Right now, you got to bet on you. You got to take a chance on you. You got to take a risk on you. You got to take a chance on your life. And if you're not taking a chance on becoming the best version of yourself, then you're probably not going to accomplish it. I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real. And the truth is, it doesn't matter what age you are, whether you're in your 40s, 50s, you could always take a chance on you. But I'm talking about financially. I'm talking about people who are in a position when they're young to start now, because it's going to take time. Going after your dream, it might take 5 years. It might take 10 years, but it will pay off. So if you start now and you in your 20s, when you in your 30s, you'll reach your goal, probably even younger than that. When you're in your 30s and you take a risk on yourself, you take a bet on yourself, right? Guess what? You might reach it in your 40s. So we're playing the long game. We're planting seeds so we can see the growth. That's why we're talking about decades. That's why we're talking about years. This video is timeless. This video will last forever. We're talking about decades. We're talking about years. The internet will always be up. This video will be here after me, after my life. We're talking about something that you can do that's longevity. We're talking about legacy. You got to understand that we're planting seeds for legacy. We're planting seeds for those that come after us. You got to plant money trees. What is planting money trees? That's the third thing. You got to invest. Now, in my opinion, the biggest investment that you can ever make is an investment in yourself, but you got to also invest in something greater than yourself. You can't just invest in you. You got to invest in something else, and that's investing into things that are going to add value, investing into good friends, investing into your relationship with God, investing into your loved ones. You see what I'm saying? But of course, you got to invest in you, and a lot of people don't talk about that. You got to invest in your goals and dreams. Like I said, you got to invest in taking that risk. You got to invest in the failures so you can learn, okay, how can I succeed next time? Don't let that fly over your head. Let me repeat it one more time. I said you got to invest in the failures so you can learn from it and say, okay, how can I succeed next time? There's a lot of people not investing in themselves. If you want to invest in yourself, shameless plug, I do one-on-one consultations. We could talk. Everything will be in the description. Back to the video. You need to invest in yourself. You have to invest into becoming the best version of yourself. I remember I was talking to one of my friends, shout out Big Roo, and I'm talking to Big Roo, and he said, yo, you know, right now I just invested into, you know, the personal training. I invested also into understanding my meal prepping, and he said that his meal prep is getting better. You see what I'm saying? Because he had to invest to learn the things that he need to learn so he can make his life better. He had to learn about certain supplements because right now he's deep in his bodybuilding and he wants to do modeling. So he has to learn these supplements so he could drop the weight and really be toned so he could get into his model type bag. He could get into his model body. So shout out to you, Big Roo. I'm proud of you. But he had to invest maybe $100, $200 into getting that information. And he said that it was worth it because now he understands what certain things do that he didn't know before, right? That is so powerful. And I got to ask you, when is the last time that you invested in yourself? When is the last time that you invested into understanding something, into understanding the information, right? This is a serious topic. We're also talking about investing into books, you know, books that you need to read, right? Let me give y'all 3 books that y'all should be reading. Napoleon Hill, Outwitting the Devil, right? Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, right? And Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now, okay? And if you want a bonus one, Eckhart Tolle, The New Earth. And the reason why this is so important is because Outwitting the Devil is about understanding that you need to build a relationship with God and understanding what the devil is trying to do to get you off your square, to get you off your purpose, right? What keeps you purpose driven is understanding that I'll never quit. You can never quit. That's how you outwit the devil. The devil wants you to quit. The devil wants you to be distracted, right? So that book will do that for you. Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. It will literally help you think and grow rich. You have to understand that right now, the most profitable thing in the world is ideas. You hold on to your ideas as tight as you can. Your ideas is the most profitable thing in the world now more than ever before, but it always was, because God has given us this gift where we can co-create with him. So if you have an idea, you could bring it onto this planet. You could bring it onto earth. As long as you have an idea, you could put the work in, put the discipline in, have faith, and it could come true. Okay, the next book, Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now. You have to understand you know, how important life is in the present moment. You have to understand that life is precious, and the only way that you can really do that is understanding the power of now. Okay, you have to understand that you could change your life right now. You got to understand that right now I could get up, I could stand up, I could walk around, I could move over here. I have the actionable steps in order to change my life. I could come closer, right? I could come closer, I could go further apart. I could do whatever the hell I want because I'm in the power of now. I'm in the present moment. I'm not a prisoner of the past. I'm not a prisoner of the future that didn't happen yet. So I don't have anxiety like that. You know why? Because I'm focused on what I could do right now. I'm focused on what I could do today. Okay, family? And last but not least, the bonus book, A New Earth. Understanding where we're at in this life right now. Understanding where we're at on earth. There's a lot of changes happening, and I don't want nobody to get left behind. I want y'all to understand what's going on, right? So these books are important. It's information, and that's all it is. Use it as information. Use it to build your life up. Those are books. We have to understand, right? And y'all can put book recommendations as well. You have to understand something. You have to understand that these are the seeds that will help us have a better life. These seeds that we're planting right now are the seeds that will give us the life that we deserve. It's going to take hard work. It's going to take discipline. It's going to take locking in, right? It's going to take being faithful. It's going to take all of that. But you have to do it. We have no other choice. We're in our 20s. We're in our 30s, right? I'm 22. Yes, you heard that right. I'm 22. I'm about to be 23. We got to lock in. I'm not wasting no time. You know, I never wasted time. I could never waste time. And, you know, I thought about stuff like this since I was young. And that's where I'm at right now. But let me tell you, never judge a man where he stands. Never judge a man where he stands. Understand that he could go further. Understand that he could change his life. Understand that things are not final yet. If he wants to better his life, he can. So I'm not better than nobody. You're not better than nobody, right? We're all on this improvement journey. We're all doing this together. We're all on this journey of life together. But I'm telling y'all got to lock in. Your 20s and 30s, you got to go after your goals and dreams. You got to invest in yourself. You got to take a risk on yourself. You got to bet on yourself. And let's talk about another one. when it comes to finding the right people. We spoke about that, investing in the right people. I believe that having a girl when you're broke, when you're down, is the beautiful thing. You got to find them though, right? I always say, find your partner, find a person of your life when you have everything together. However, if you can find somebody that could be down with you through the lows, which is important, when you don't have everything together, you can see their character better. You have a better chance of understanding who they are through thick and thin. So in your 20s and 30s, while you're building, if you can find somebody to build with you, that's beautiful. I'm not forcing it. It's not mandatory. But if you can find somebody to build with you, a woman, a partner, that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing, right? I met my girl when we were 11. You know, we started talking to each other since we were 12. We got engaged at 22, right? And we're looking for marriage very soon. And so I'm proud of that. I'm inspired by my own story. And it reminds me to take care of that and cherish that. So if you can find that, or if that finds you, don't be scared of love. However, and the reason I say that is because I know in your 20s and 30s, this is the time in your life where you're going to be dating the most. Hear me out, brother. However, you must always put your purpose first. The reason why our relationship lasts so long, even as a youth, even as when we were kids, is because I always knew to put my purpose first. I knew that I could never put myself on the back burner. I could not do that. I can't do that to God. I can't do that to my dreams. So God comes first. Purpose is first, right? I got to take care of myself first. And then I have the capacity to take care of everybody else in my life. And that's what you do it for. You and your purpose so you can take care of people. It's not just about you. Your self-improvement journey doesn't start and end with you. It's about who you can bring up with you. It's about who you can help. It's about the love and information that you can share. It's about uplifting other people as well, right? So these are the seeds that we need to plant. These are the seeds that we need to plant in our 20s and 30s. It's so important. It's so vital. And remember, plant that seed of building a relationship with God, because with God, we can never lose. When God is on our side, we can never lose, right? I could lose everything today, but I know I could get it back and more as long as I have God on my side, okay? So let's lock in. Let's have faith. I believe in you. I love you. I appreciate you. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.